Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today we will do our presentation. First, I want to thank Dr. Zaki Fahmi, our doctor in nanomaterials and technology in Erlangen University. Second, I want to introduce myself and my friends. My name is Khalid Salihi, and my friends is Arika Medina and Ronald Arik. We are students of Master Program of Biomedical Engineering, Faculty of Science and Technology, Erlangen University, Surabaya, Indonesia. Inshallah, today we will be speak about today inshallah we will do our presentation with title of protein functionalized gold nanoparticles for antibody directions using the dark field microscopic observation of nanoparticular aggregation. I will start with the introduction. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. As we know, nanotechnology promotes the development of unique strategies for the detection and regulation of diverse biomedical processes at the nanometer scale, which have been employed for the bioanalytic and biomedical applications. Nanoparticles, especially gold nanoparticles, are ideal substrate for the biosense assays and biomedical applications. Why? Because of their unique properties such as high dispersibility in water, basal synthesis, and tunability of morphology and size, and also the chemical modulation of surface functionalities. Gold nanoparticles can be synthesized by the various physical and chemical methods, such as the Turkish method. However, these methods generally require harsh reaction conditions such as high temperature, elevated pressure, and organic solvents. Those are an alternative approach for the synthesis of the gold nanoparticular by using enzymes under the mild condition has been proposed. However, these methods also required the additional of the chemical reagents such as NADH. To overcome the limitation of the above mentioned methods, the synthesis of the gold nanoparticular by using peptides and proteins has been reported. Various proteins such as abovin, serum albumin (PSA), and lysozyme having such amino acid with the reaction ability can also be used for gold nanoparticular synthesis. Herein, gold nanoparticular was synthesized in a one-pot synthetic reaction using reduced PSA RBSA as the reducing agent. The preparate RBSA and gold nanoparticle were used for the detection of antibodies that can be bind to the protein on the gold nanoparticular surfaces. It is presumed that RBSA and the gold nanoparticular will recognize the anti-BSA antibody and the interaction between the anti-BSA and RBSA on gold nanoparticular surface lead to the formation of the large aggregation, as we can say that, which enable the detection of anti-BSA that show in the finger.
So for the methods, first we need the preparation of RBSA or reduced bovine serum albumin. BSA is a serum albumin protein that derived from cows. So we prepare 300 micromolar BSA by Waco Japan that was incubated with 60 millimolar 3-2-carboxyethyl phosphine or TCP from Waco 2 for reducing agent in a buffer consisting of 25 millimolar 3-HCl, F molar urea, and 0.1 millimolar ethylene diamina tetraacetate acid at 25 degrees Celsius for 1 hour. The resulting solution was dialyzed against 500 ml of 1 millimolar HCl for 3 days at 4 degrees Celsius using 12 until 14 kilodalton molecular weight cut-off dialysis membrane from Spectra/Spot from USA. The medium was changed 4 until 6 times to remove excess urea and TCP. The concentration of RBSA was measured using the Bradford assay, and the solution was stored at 4 degrees Celsius for further analysis. For the next method is preparation of RBSA functionalized AuNPS. AuNPS or gold nanoparticle were synthesized in the presence of RBSA or BSA according to the method described for gold nanoparticle synthesis using the antimicrobial peptide A3. A solution consisting of tetrachloroaurate 0.25 millimolar, RBSA or BSA 2 micromolar, and Hibs buffering agent 10 millimolar with pH 8 was incubated overnight at 27 degrees Celsius. This method can produce relatively large gold nanoparticle with a size suitable for DFM or dark field microscopy observation. To purify the gold nanoparticle, the solution was centrifuged at 10,000 G for 50 minutes at 4 degrees Celsius to remove unbound RBSA or BSA, and the gold nanoparticle were redispersed in 10 times diluted phosphate buffered saline buffer and stored at 4 degrees Celsius. The formation of gold nanoparticle was verified by the dynamic light scattering or DLS analysis from Jetasizer Nano ZS from UK. So for the next step is evaluation of interaction between RBSA or BSA and anti-BSA using a dot plot assay. The binding of anti-BSA for rabbit antibodies from molecular probes USA to the RBSA or BSA was evaluated by a dot plot assay. 6 microliter to microliter times 3 of RBSA or BSA was spotted onto a nitrocellulose membrane. After blocking with 5% skim milk in tris buffer saline containing 0.01% 2in20 or polysorbate 20 or TBST for 1 hour at room temperature, the membrane was incubated with anti-BSA for 1 hour at room temperature, followed by a secondary SRP conjugated goat anti-rabbit IgG antibody from R&D system USA for 1 hour at room temperature. Proteins on the spot were visualized using the Clarity Western ECL substrate from Bio-Rad Lab USA. Luminescence was detected with a LAS 4000 mini-lumination image analyzer from Fujifilm, Tokyo, Japan, using the image reader LAS 4000 software. The ImageJ software was used to determine the average intensity of each dot area. So for the next step is anti-BSA detection by analyzing RBSA modified AuNPS aggregation. Anti-BSA was detected by analyzing the aggregation of RBSA and AuNPS. Various concentration of anti-BSA 0 until 40 nanomolar were added to the RBSA AuNPS solution with optical density at 630 is 0.75, and the resulting samples were incubated at room temperature for 1 hour. As a control experiment, 40 nanomolar BSA was added in one of the samples to inhibit the interaction between the anti-BSA and RBSA AuNPS. The anti-BSA induced aggregation of RBSA AuNPS was evaluated through UV vis analysis from Shimazu, Japan. So for the next step is DFM observation. The gold nanoparticle samples were spotted on a 3-amino profile trioxysilane or APTIS treated slide glass for DFM imaging. The glass slide was immersed in a 1% FT solution from Tokyo Chemical Industry, Japan for 30 minutes at room temperature. Rinse with ultra pure water and sonicated for 10 minutes. The glass was dried and stored at room temperature. The gold nanoparticle solution, 3 microliter, were dropped on the empty glass and then covered with a cover glass. The DFM images were captured using a BX53 microscope from Olympus, Japan, equipped with a UDCW Delphi condenser, Uplan FLN 60 objective lens, and DP73 CCD camera from Olympus. The Cell Lens standard software version 1.6 from Olympus was used. The intensity of each DFM spotted was evaluated using the ImageJ software. To obtain the aggregation ratio of gold nanoparticles, bright spots having an intensity higher than 100 were defined as aggregates since 90% of the negative control samples had an intensity lower than 100.
Okay, for the next step, it was a discussion, a result and discussion. Gold nanoparticle were successfully prepared from a chloroauric acid solution using a BSA or RBSA as reducing agent. The DLS analysis in here in figure 2A, revealed that the average size of the synthesis gold nanoparticle was approximately 60 nanometer. And we can see in here with the black line is RBSA and the red line is a BSA. Have a peak approximately at here and here it was 60 nanometer. So on the size it was we can see it in here that the gold nanoparticle is already successfully prepared. In addition, the size distribution of the gold nanoparticle synthesized using RBSA and BSA were similar, suggesting that there were sufficient amino acid residue with good reducing abilities, such as cysteine and tyrosine for gold nanoparticle synthesized. And in BSA and also in RBSA, we can see there is 35 cysteine and 21 tyrosine residue. This is supported by the previous report showing that 1 or 3 tyrosine is enough for gold nanoparticle synthesized using peptide. Also, the blast color of the sample solution in the figure here is 2B was similar to that reported for the gold nanoparticle solution synthesized using the A3 peptide at pH 8. So it can be observed that the synthesis of gold nanoparticle from a chloric acid solution using RBSA or RBSA as reducing agent succeeds in making gold nanoparticle. So for the next test, it was this. The binding of anti-BSA to RBSA or BSA was examined using a dot plot assay. The same amount of RBSA or BSA were spotted on the membrane, and the amount of bound anti-BSA was evaluated in figure 3A and figure 3B. We can see from the figure 3B that the affinity of anti-BSA towards RBSA was approximately 1.7-fold higher than that towards BSA. It is noted that no signal was detected for the RBSA sample without anti-BSA, but with the secondary antibody supporting that non-specific interaction of the secondary antibody to RBSA was negligible. Presumably, the epitopes recognized by an antibody are exposed in RBSA. Here we can see it in the RBSA membrane. If we see it in that we don't see it in the BSA membrane, when BSA is reduced and denatured, which improves its towards antibody. So this RBSA gold nanoparticle were used for further analysis. So for the next analysis, it was this is a UV phase analysis. The aggregation of RBSA gold nanoparticle upon the addition of anti-BSA was preliminarily examined via the UV phase analysis and color change of the solution. We can see it in the figure 4. As shows in figure 4a, the absorption intensity decreased and the peak red shifted when anti-BSA was added, indicate the formation of aggregates. In here, we can see it in here that the peak it was shifted in the UV phase analysis. The aggregation of RBSA gold nanoparticle was also verified by visually observing the color change. This we can see it from here that the sample number 2 have a different color if we visually observing with the sample 1 and the sample 3. Importantly, the color and UV spectrum of the solution remain largely unchanged in the color experiment. The color experiment is with the blue dot. We can see that the peak and the graph is similar with the RBSA gold nanoparticle, and we can see it in the visually observing the color change, and it didn't change between the sample 1 and then sample 3. When BSA was added to the RBSA gold, when anti-BSA was added to RBSA and gold nanoparticle solution prior to the addition of anti-BSA in aim to inhibit interaction between anti-BSA and RBSA on the gold nanoparticle surface. This indicates that the aggregation of RBSA gold nanoparticles occurs because of the interaction between anti-BSA and RBSA on the gold nanoparticle surface. So we can see that the UV phase graph is shifted and the visually observing the color was changed. And so for the next analysis, it was this. Okay, the formation of anti-BSA induced RBSA gold nanoparticle aggregates was investigated at different anti-BSA concentration by using DFM. We can see it in the picture in the figure that anti-BSA concentration that they use is 0 nanomolar and 10 nanomolar, 20 nanomolar, 40 nanomolar, and 40 nanomolar anti-BSA plus 40 nanomolar BSA. The DFM image revealed that the formation of large gold nanoparticle aggregates upon the addition of 20 nanomolar anti-BSA solution. We can see it in here that the large gold nanoparticle aggregates occur when the anti-BSA solution is 20 nanomolar. Moreover, the intensity histogram in here, we can see it in the 5b figure of 5b, indicates that the brightness of the spot increase with an increase in the concentration of anti-BSA, thus verifying that the aggregation of RBSA gold nanoparticle is depend on anti-BSA. In addition, the aggregation of RBSA gold nanoparticle didn't occur in the presence of free BSA even at high anti-BSA concentration. In here, we can see it when we add 40 nanomolar anti-BSA, and also we add 40 nanomolar BSA, so we don't see aggregates of gold nanoparticle. The data from the intensity histogram in the figure 5b were used to calculate the ratio of aggregated RBSA gold nanoparticle at different anti-BSA concentration in figure 5c. In this figure, we can see the aggregates ratio was also dependent on the anti-BSA concentration. There was a significant difference in the aggregation ratio between the control sample here without anti-BSA and the sample with the 20 nanomolar of anti-BSA. It indicates that the proposed approach can be used to detect anti-BSA with a concentration as low as 20 nanomolar, and we can see it with the higher concentration. Again, it will show the larger of gold nanoparticle aggregates. But when we put the same concentration anti-BSA, but we add the same concentration of BSA, we don't see the aggregates of gold nanoparticle. So the next will be a conclusion.
So, in this study, the AuNPS were synthesized using RBSA as the reducing agent. In addition, RBSA conjugated with AuNPS via Au-sulfur interaction to form RBSA-AuNPS. The prepared RBSA-AuNPS were used for the detection of anti-BSA as a model by observing the AuNP aggregation induced by the interaction of anti-BSA with RBSA. Anti-BSA was successfully detected at a concentration as low as 20 nanomolar by using the proposed approach. Since protein-modified AuNPS can be synthesized using various proteins that possess cysteine and other amino acid residues with reducing ability such as tyrosine, this study demonstrates the potential application of such protein-modified AuNPS in the field of bioanalysis. Furthermore, the TFM-based analysis of the protein-modified AuNP aggregation is confirmed to be effective for antibody detection. Therefore, the proposed novel approach could be useful in biomedical applications such as disease diagnosis. Okay, that's all our presentation about nanomaterial. Thank you for your kind attention.